Hello everyone. In this class, we will discuss another important topic in the lesson, the impact of British rule in India, which is nothing but the constitutional development. Constitutional development. See, why I said this is constitutional development means some of the reforms which brought by British in the administration, which are very important for the development of our Indian constitution. First of all, along with the British administration, some of the problems also growing in India. The British administration is developing, along with the British administration, some of the problems also growing in India. In order to rectify those problems, in order to elevate those problems, Britishers needed some reforms in the administration. So, in order to rectify those mistakes or what we can say that eradicate those mistakes, then there is a need to bring some reforms in the administration. Especially, those reforms are addressing the demands of Indians. Those reforms, the reforms which are brought by Britishers, majorly addressing the demands of Indians. At that time, they brought some reforms. They changed some of the rules and regulations in the administration. So, the reforms brought by British people in India, which are very important for the development of Indian constitution. So now let us talk about the major reforms brought by Britishers in India. The first one is Regulating Act. Regulating Act 1773. The first reform. If the question may ask which is the major constitutional reform brought by Britishers in India means which is nothing but Regulating Act 1773. So now, why they are implemented Regulating Act? Why? What is the reason? Why implemented? Why Regulating Act implemented? This is the question. Here, in the year 1765, some Diwani rights are given to Diwani rights. Diwani rights given to British East India Company. British East India Company. Clear? In the year 1764, what happens? Battle of Buxar. After Battle of Buxar, in the year 1765, Diwani rights are given to British East India Company. Here, what is the major problem means? Some of the British East India Company officials, they misused the provision of Diwani rights, and more importantly, the company officials became a highly corrupt. They became a highly corrupt. That is the reason why one of the important British person, Edmund Burke, one of the important British official, Edmund Burke, is a member of British Parliament. Member of British Parliament. So, the person, the British official, Edmund Burke, who is the member of British Parliament, he criticized the tax collected by British government from the East India Company. That is like a criminal tax. So, how he described criminal tax. The tax collected by British government from the East India Company, that is like a criminal tax. Why? Because means the British East India Company, they are paying this tax to the British government by misusing the provision of Diwani rights. And moreover, he described the British government is silent to control the illegal affairs of the East India Company officials. And more importantly, there is a fear in the British government that the rich people in the East India Company, they may disturb the political fabric of England. The political fabric of England. So, in order to regulate the activities of East India Company officials, Regulating Act implemented in the year 1773. Children, why Regulating Act implemented? In the year 1765, Diwani rights given to East India Company. So, some of the British East India Company officials, they misused the Diwani rights and they become highly corrupt. Highly corrupt. So, here that is the reason the Edmund Burke is a member of the British Parliament. He criticized the tax collected by British government from the East India Company is like a criminal tax. And more importantly, he described even the British government is remain silent to control those illegal activities of East India Company. So, and moreover that there is some fear in the British government, the rich people in the East India Company, they may disturb the political fabric of England. In this background, to regulate the activities of East India Company, Regulating Act implemented in the year 1773. Children, if anyone posed a question to you, why Regulating Act implemented means, you have to write it to regulate the activities of British East India Company officials, Regulating Act implemented in the year 1773. So, after this, let us discuss some important features of Regulating Act 1773. Okay children, now let us talk about the important features of Regulating Act 1773. First of all, first feature, Bengal Presidency. Bengal Presidency gained control over remaining two presidencies. The first foremost feature of Regulating Act, Bengal Presidency gained control over remaining two presidencies. First of all, children, before the implementation of Regulating Act, there are three presidencies. Before the implementation of Regulating Act, how many presidencies are there? Three presidencies are there. One is Bengal, Madras and Bombay. And before the implementation of this act, these three presidencies are independent. There is no connection in between the presidencies. Bengal presidency is independent, Madras is independent and Bombay is independent. But with the implementation of Regulating Act, what happened? Bengal presidency gained control over remaining two, means the remaining Madras and Bombay presidencies comes under the control of Bengal presidencies. So the Bengal presidency is look after the remaining two presidencies. That is the reason why it is the first important point. The Bengal presidency gained control over remaining two presidencies. Next important point. Governor of Bengal become became Governor General. Governor General of 3 presidencies. So before the implementation of Regulating Act, there is a one position which is nothing but Governor of Bengal. Means every presidency one governor is there. Bengal Governor, Madras Governor and Bombay Governor. So with the implementation of Regulating Act, what happened? Governor of Bengal become Governor General. Means one Governor General is look after. He will look after the 3 presidencies also. So previously only one governor for one presidency, but after that the governor will be converted. The governor becomes Governor General of 3 presidencies, and this is the second important point. Now third one, Governor General. Governor General having responsibility, have the power to direct, control and supervise over 3 presidencies. The third one, Governor General have the power to direct. He will look after and control and supervise all the three presidencies. And the next one, Bengal, Madras and Bombay presidencies. Madras and Bombay. Madras and Bombay presidencies should not declare war or enter into peace agreement without approval. Look at this point carefully. Madras presidency, Bombay presidency should not declare war, or they should not enter into peace agreement without prior approval from Governor General. I hope you are clear with this point, right? Madras and Bombay presidencies, they should not declare war, first of all, and more importantly, they should not enter into any peace agreement without prior approval of Governor General of 3 presidencies. And more importantly, the last and foremost important feature of Regulating Act, which is nothing but Supreme Court is established. Supreme Court established at Calcutta. Supreme Court established at Calcutta. So the Supreme Court comprises one Chief Justice, and 3 other judges. Supreme Court established at Calcutta that comprises one Chief Justice plus 3 other judges. These are the important reforms, important features of Regulating Act 1773. First of all, the first feature, Bengal presidency gained control remaining 2 presidencies. I am already told to you, before this act there are 3 presidencies are there. Those presidencies are independent. But after this act, 3 remaining 2 presidencies means Madras and Bombay comes under the control of Bengal. After that, Governor of Bengal becomes Governor General, and Governor General have the power to control, direct and supervise over 3 presidencies, and except Bengal, Madras and Bombay presidencies, they should not do any war, they should not declare any war, and they should not enter into peace agreement without approval of Governor General. And finally here, Supreme Court is established at Calcutta. That Supreme Court is comprised with 1 Chief Justice along with that 3 remaining judges. So my dear children, finally the conclusion point here, Regulating Act, the name itself it says regulating, means why it is implemented means to regulate the activities of British East India Company officials. This act is implemented in the year 1773. So this is all information about the Regulating Act 1773. Okay, so now after we discussed about important reform which is none other than Regulating Act, now let us talk about one more reform brought by Britishers in India, which is nothing but Pitt's India Act 1784. Pitt's India Act 1784. Again, why this act implemented? Why implemented? Why implemented? First of all, already we know, right, previously to the Regulating Act, Pitt's India Act, Regulating Act was implemented. There are some inconsistencies in the Regulating Act, and moreover, there are some loopholes in the Regulating Act. To rectify that inconsistencies and to rectify those loopholes in the Regulating Act, Pitt's India Act is implemented. And more importantly, in order to outline the functions of East India Company, in order to outline the functions of East India Company, this Pitt's India Act is implemented. Once again I am saying to you, British East India Company is just like a trade company. It don't have any power over India. But the British East India Company officials, they are doing some illegal activities and they are becoming more corrupt. So that now we discussed in the Regulating Act. Even though there are some inconsistencies are there in the Regulating Act, to rectify those inconsistencies and to outline the clear functions of East India Company, Pitt's India Act was implemented in the year 1784. So as per this act, a new institution is named Board of Controllers. A new institution is named Board of Controllers with 6 commissioners. Formed. As per Pitt's India Act 1784, a new institution named Board of Controllers with 6 commissioners are formed. These Board of Controllers replaced Board of Directors. Board of Directors. Initially, before the implementation of Pitt's India Act, Board of Directors are there. But after the implementation of Pitt's India Act, Board of Directors replaced, Board of Controllers replaced the Board of Directors. In board of controllers, how many commissioners are there? There are 6 commissioners. These board have the power to control land tax, and more importantly, they are the responsible persons to take any kind of decisions like military and civil affairs over the presidencies. So the complete power was given to the board of directors to take the major decisions like military as well as any kind of civic matters. And more importantly, this Pitt's India Act declares that Indians are attained. Indians are attained paramount power only under the British rule, not by their own. Means Indians attained paramount power, means they became more powerful. Indians are becoming more powerful only under the British rule, only under the British. They are not attained that power by their own. And British government curtailed political rights of Indians. Curtail means what? Stopped. The politicals, not given political rights to the Indians. Curtailed political rights. Curtailed political rights to Indians. So what Pitt's India Act 1784 stated means you have to write Indians are attained paramount power under the British rule, but not by their own. And they British curtailed the political rights of Indians. And more importantly, one more thing they have stated: whatever the places under the control of British East India Company in India, that places are the integral part of British government. And they finally stated that the British government is the ultimate power over India. British East India Company is not a ultimate power in India. British government is the ultimate power over India. So, as per Pitt's India Act, the British government clearly stated that more than East India Company, British government is so powerful. And what are the places captured by East India Company? Those places are the integral part of British government. That is the reason why in the initial discussion of this class I told to you, British East India Company is just like a trade company. It got permission from the British government to do trade over India, but they are doing all over the things in India. That is the reason why British government to regulate their activities, regulating act is implemented after Pitt's India Act also implemented. So what Pitt's India Act is stated, Indians have attained paramount power under the British rule only, but not by their own. And then the British government completely curtailed means stopped the political rights of Indians. And they clearly described that the places occupied by British East India Company are the integral part of British government. And they finally stated British government is the ultimate power over India. That is all about Pitt's India Act 1784. Children, why this act is implemented means in order to outline the functions of British East India Company and to rectify some of the inconsistencies of regulating act. Pitt's India Act is implemented in the year 1784. That is all about the major description of Pitt's India Act. So, my dear children, in this class we started our discussion with some of the major reforms brought by Britishers in India in administration. Why they brought these reforms? In order to elevate the problems and more importantly to address the demands of Indians, the Britishers brought these reforms in the administration. A part of that, today we discussed about Regulating Act 1773 and more importantly Pitt's India Act 1784. So my dear children, we will meet again in the next class with the discussion of Charter Act. So thank you children, have a nice day.